The home is called Artists for Charity. We are counting about, it's been 4 years now. It was founded by Abezash Tamirat and Suleiman Shefau. Sule is the one you saw. And the home, she's an artist. They both met actually at Savannah Arts in Atlanta, in Georgia. Both artists. The agency started as a way artists getting together, selling their artwork and donating to different community agencies in the States. And then so Abezash came, I think her senior year, decided that she wanted to come to Ethiopia just to kind of find her roots. Most of us, all of us left as children. And so when she came here, she met some of her relatives and also went around just curious about what she wants to do. And what she found out was that there are no really good places for kids to play, so she found a relative that she wanted to help out. And that existed, the money she had, she was totally devastated in the way of how children, especially orphans, are being treated in Ethiopia, so she decided she wanted to do something about it. She went back, talked to Suleiman about it. They did raise money by selling, doing some stuff, and then came back and created the home, Artists for Charity. That was about almost 3.5 years ago. And then since then, our home have existed. It's basically, they're all double orphans, all HIV positive. The difference with our home is it's a family environment. Ratio is 1 to 4, 1 staff to 4 children. Suleiman and I are co-parents, as well as Abezash. And Abezash is right now in the States and will be here this month, so we're very excited because she's been gone for about 1 year and 8 months, and the kids miss her. She does a lot of fundraising here. Our home is, it's love, it's we're positive. Beside having some side effects, we at times forget that they have HIV, so of course we take care of them, and we take care of them as our own. We have an amazing group of people from all over the world who come and give their time. We just had a woman who left from Australia, came with us for about 2 months. We have students from ICS, the American International School, from Lycée, from Greek School, who come in and do some tutoring with us. We also have summer programs, so it consists of just bringing, as long as it's healthy and it's appropriate. We also do a lot of volunteering training. We let people come in consistently to come in and train the kids. As I said, they're all HIV positive. When they come into the home about 3.5 years ago, depending, our last 2 kids came in about 1.5 years ago. They came in very unhealthy, very depressed, had a lot of issues. We chose to take kids who don't have, who come from a very difficult circumstances, whereas it's child abuse or neglect or it's malnutrition. It's also kids who no one is willing to take. So even orphanages were not willing to take these kids. So we took kids that it was very difficult. So when you get them, beside their spirit, there was a lot going on. And my role was I came into the home about 2.5 years. Actually 3 years ago, but really did some work, moved in over 2 years ago, and did 6 months of therapy with them. I'm an art therapist and a social worker. I'm a psychotherapist. For 6 months, we did a very intense therapy with them. All the children know their status. We do all the CD4. You know what CD4 count is, right? Pretty much the level of white blood cells in the count, and that's how you know if the person is getting really sick or not. As I said, we monitor the CD4 count and also do like a psychosocial. If I have a child doing really well, all of a sudden he's losing appetite, and then there's the CD4 count and it goes low. So usually we literally like hover around that child. We do a lot of mothering, do a lot of psychosocial support, do a lot of protein, do a lot of all of that to come back that. So CD4 is important. And as I was saying to you, so CD4, when they came into our home, 11, 20, 50, that's like really dead. Like that's when you have a lot of infectious diseases, like you get all the different like pneumonia and bronchitis, and that's how people die. And it becomes like, when it gets to that number, when it gets to 10 and 11, that's dangerous. We don't have that anymore. We're blessed to say we're over 500, and maybe 2 or 3 kids, 600 or 5, the rest of them are all over 700. So we're very happy. And that takes a lot because it's not just the ART medicine. We do a lot of prevention medicine. We have great nurses, 2 nurses. One is a pharmacist, so she knows all the medication stuff. And we do a lot of vitamins. With them at this point, they're very healthy. Our CD4 count, The highest is over 1,000. I want to tell you that in Ethiopia, the average Ethiopian not having HIV is 700. So right now, the lowest CD4 you can see is about 600. The highest is about 1,300. That just tells you how healthy they are. And we have a physician, an Ethiopian American physician, who comes and volunteers every 3 weeks to just check on the kids. And I asked him, I said, what do I need to do to increase the CD4? He's like, you're doing fine. I said, no, for the summer. He said, you know what? I said, to increase the CD4 on a child who's HIV, medication, nutrition, and lots of psychosocial support and lots of love. And you're doing all three, and that's why they're healthy. So we're very proud to do what we do, and we're very happy to have you guys because, as I said, Joy is part of the children's, and this would not have kids. We couldn't afford to buy, me and Marcella, beautiful TV for them, and we do a lot of activities with them. And that was her first donation about 3.5 years ago. Yeah. And since then she's been coming every year, and the kids look forward to that. So I would have to really thank in front of her family and friends that she, you made me cry last year, and I don't want to. It's just, we see people come and go for different intentions. Her heart is so pure. I can't tell you what to say to you because you're just amazing. Because what? Okay, quiet. Sorry. But she's really she's that energy, that space, and they talk about it. We just before the holidays, oh, when is she coming? And we joke, and even I saw him. We were out somewhere, and I saw you, and I said, I need Joy's email because I need to email her and tell her that the kids are talking about her all the time, and it's because of people like you that home exists. That love, that attention that you give them, and you bringing people, your family, and your friends, getting them from where they are and making them do stuff. And I know last year you're doing you were up days working on that. So it's that kind of energy that because the home exists, because we talk about it's because we're good that we attract good people. And if we didn't have good intentions, we want, when people will come in with really weird intentions. So the kids are healthy. We forget. They come from very difficult experiences, but they're amazing. Just to do a little bit of a program, we did this about 2 summers ago on the schedule on to figuring out what they do. Our home, because I think the cultural differences, being Ethiopian and American, has allowed us to really make the home really even more better because we have the education, the experience living in the West, and then we have the cultural thing. So we want to raise Ethiopian kids. We don't want to raise, because when they're done, after 18, they have to integrate to the community, and we want them to make sure they sustain themselves. So we did a life skills assessment to figure out what they wanted, and then with that track, we have 2 tracks. One is education, where we're hoping for them to go to college, or university or vocational technical school, and then another one is we have some kids who can't read yet. We have tutors. We're still working on that, and so we make sure we're realistic about their goals, but we want them to sustain. So each child has a goal that we work individually. Another difference in our home is that the staff and volunteers are trained. We supervise. We finally have a program officer. You have a medic. It's a new thing for us because usually it's us we're doing it. So that eases up. The kids are in reward system. They read movies are only allowed if it's not on holidays, based on their behavior and based on the different things they do. Then on weekends, they get to watch a movie. If not, if they're Gadaduskalu, they can't. So we do all of those things. They have chores every day. They brush their teeth twice a day, wash their face, do all of that. Medication management, so it's very thorough. We have program going on the whole summer, so it's just a really good home, and always thinking about duplicating it, but it's a lot of energy. I mean, it takes, as you know, you can raise 100 kids. The whole idea of the food and the cot thing, you could just do that, and you're not going to actually raise conscious children who are actually going to be productive. Where it's costing us a lot of money, but really are raising children who are very healthy and productive and are looking forward to the future and wanted to contribute to Ethiopia.